on butt plugs. And I
Excuse me? Let's just go ahead and run that back for a second, because I know I did not hear what the hell I just heard. Ain't no way that was the first 3 seconds of this damn video. Let's go ahead and run that back.
on plugs. And I
Okay, I guess it's about to be one of those type of days.
said that I think that in high school groups, where unfortunately we know that students are having sex, and that I think that safe sex is always important, safe sex practices are always important, and that is the type of, that's queer sex though, that's not heteronormative sex, and then you called it disgusting. So you told me that my counterparts have it's disgusting, and I don't see how.
Booty hole plugs. Booty hole plugs. That's what this so-called educator, aka propagandist and indoctrinator, believes is appropriate to be speaking to they-them students about. I'm going to keep it in the they-them sector because I can't tell what the hell this is. I have my own assumptions, but damn it, this day and age, you don't know. You really don't. This is somewhere in between. This in-betweener right here is trying to defend teaching the subtle art of sticking an object up your orifice. Is that what's going on here? Let me let this video play out, because maybe I'm jumping to conclusions. Maybe there's some sense that's going to be made out of this. So let's go ahead.
That is not openly homophobic.
The reality is it's not openly homophobic, because that means that you think.
So called disgusting. You don't think that's homophobic?
That means that you think that only homosexual couples use.
No, they absolutely don't.
Heterosexual couples use like as well.
So do you think that just both lesbians are disgusting?
And so I'm saying that teaching children, minors, about this is disgusting.
Right. So I guess that comes into a abstinence only.
I'm gonna just have to go ahead and say, what type of freaky shit are some of y'all into? You know, I gotta address all things, regardless of which side of this conversation I stand on, which is hopefully clear. To my brother who is essentially interrogating this indoctrinator, you said that straight couples, cis couples as they like to call us, are using orifice or using objects up the orifice. Ladies, if your man wants an object up his own orifice, he is indeed hand in a cookie jar. He's got 1 foot in and 1 foot out. And by in, I mean in the sugar bowl. That man is sweet. And you know what? If that's what he's into, so be it. And if that's what y'all are into, maybe you know this, then that's between you and the damn donkey that you rode in on. But damn it, let's not conflate or confuse this. If a dude is looking to have things up there, yeah, so that's addressed. Now let's get to the main point at hand. Yeah, you are pushing messages, literature about these objects up the orifice, the booty hole plugs, and looking for a way to defend that. All parents out there, parents to be, you have children right now who are in school, etc. Please be extremely vigilant with who the hell is around your children. You know, we oftentimes talk about who around your kids, maybe friends, maybe in the household or whatever it may be, but they are in these schools for 6, 7, 8 hours a day, exposed to these adults who you don't know much about. And I believe that it is our job if we are in the role of parent, to make sure that we are protecting our children. We have to know what's going in and what's going out. I mean, mentally, emotionally, psychologically, as well as physically. What the hell is going on with your kid? What's going on with the teachers, those who are entrusted with taking care of these children? Because this is a father who probably found this book, or his child said, I feel uncomfortable, and this is what happened. A lot of the stories that I covered that are like this, it's a parent who was told by the child. The school didn't report anything. They're the ones perpetuating this. And look at the fear on this dude's face right here. Different angles, it looks like a different gender. This looks like a dude right here. This is giving early Jonah Hill. That's what that's giving right there. But please, 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 please be hyper vigilant. There's no such thing as too intrusive. I'm telling y'all right now, there is no such thing. Be there, be aware.
About this is disgusting.
Right. So I guess that comes into a abstinence-only education versus safe-sex education.
It's not abstinence only. It's not safe sex.
She's gaslighting you, buddy. She is gaslighting you. She's using this as a way to turn the conversation. No, you're teaching depravity to children, and they should never have to know about those things, mind you. If you're talking about sex ed, what's the purpose of sex ed? I'm glad you asked. Initially, it used to be educating children on understanding a process that was created for the purpose of reproduction. Now, I understand that that's not the only intention and purpose, even the godly intention, right? It is to bring a couple or a union closer together, a man and a woman closer together, to bring together that marriage, the two who are under the covenant of a marriage, who have been joined together with a real life commitment, that sort of thing. Yeah, that's the ultimate intention of it, is to connect them and therefore to reproduce after our own kind. So when you start getting into all this freak nasty stuff, and again, if you're part of the LGBTQIT, if you're the alphabet community and that's what you're into as a grown individual, keep that to yourself. That's your business, right? Just like we keep ours to ourselves, keep your thing to yourself, and it's all good. I don't need to know all that. But once you start to indoctrinate this into the kids, now it's our problem. Now it's all of our problem. Now the village has to pull up on you and call you out for what the hell. Why are you so red? Why are you embarrassed? Because this is nuts.
Today, it's not going to create a child. It's not going to have an issue on a person that relates to them catching an STD unless the action properly sanitized.
Exactly, and I think that's what that book was detailing, is how to safely use those instruments.
Educate children on how to use children. If you're an adult and that is what you want to do.
I've never heard that word used so many times, and I might have to bleep it out just in case y'all listen to this. I know some people don't like the censorship. It is what it is on these platforms. You'll either get demonetized or, they haven't been as crazy about taking videos down, because there's some crazy shit on YouTube. But, wow. The fact that this has to be a conversation to begin with. Like, do y'all remember going to school? As maybe some of y'all are younger, so maybe this is you. But do y'all remember going to school and being given books such as In My Daddy's Belly, or a book about booty hole plugs? Do y'all remember that? When did that? Leave in the comments right now. Leave a comment on when the first time you were educated on the use of these objects up your orifice in school. I'll wait.
Do if that's what stimulates you and gets you off, have at it.
Sexy time.
Are you a parent?
I'm not a parent.
Of course.
Okay.
Of course.
You are a parent.
Oh, there's a whole. Oh, that's a. No, I'm sorry. What the? Oh, hell. That's a dude. That's a dude. Ain't no way. There's no way that right there is not a dude. I'm sorry. That's giving Doubtfire. That's Doubtfire energy right there.
Okay.
What the hell is even that?
I did not see this beforehand. I'm telling y'all right now. That's my spirit. You are now my spirit animal to that dude who just popped up.
Yes. Okay.
What the hell is even that?
And so, as a father,
So this might. Oh, okay. Oh, jeez.
2 boys and a girl. I don't want anyone teaching my child how to use.
He is so patient. He is so, grounded. I mean, good for him. But damn it, I don't know if I'm built like that. I don't know if I'm built. And I'm not going to say I'm going to put the fire God on you, give you the 1-2 peace. I'm not saying that, right? I may come with peace, but damn it, if you are pushing this sort of message into my kids when you're supposed to be responsible for protecting them, you're supposed to be an extension of my household, and I'm to entrust you with my kids, and this is the type of shit that you're exposing them to, we've got a problem immediately. And you're over here defending it. There's no, I'm so sorry, we shouldn't be doing this. You know, you're right. I can see what you're saying, where you're coming from. No, instead, you choose to take offense because you and your boyfriend, you know, like to stick objects up the place that they're not supposed to go. Things are supposed to come out of there, not go in there. I know some of y'all freaky as hell. I know some of us may have dabbled in some undablables, damn it, but these are just the God honest facts. These are the natural laws and orders of this universe that we exist in. Things are not supposed to go in, they're supposed to come out. So that if all that's what we have, if that was the only thing we had to get into and say today, then that's all I had to say. But now we have to get into a more nuanced conversation because, you know, we're now living in a day and age where this level of mental instability and unhingedness is being proliferated. It is being pushed. It is being glamorized, glorified. It is being pedestalized. This shit is being normalized in an everyday setting, including schools. Now we have to have a different type of conversation, which is you're not about to expose my kids to none of this trash. Absolutely. You can do it on your own time. Who are the people who signed off on this book? Tell me it ain't the same people who are talking about Mark Twain books need to be taken out of the education system because they're racist. The founding fathers need to be taken out of the curriculum because they're racist. Don't tell me y'all the same people with those type of foolish ass ridiculous messages. Then you're talking about we got to teach the kids about in my daddy's belly. You all got another thing coming. Yeah, folks to be, those who desire to become parents one day, your kids are your responsibility. They really are. I know we're busy as hell. We are in all types of stuff going on, etc. But you bring them into this world, you're responsible for them. And what goes in and what comes out. Until, of course, a certain age where they start to make their own decisions, etc. But damn it, we can at least do our best. Because this right here, this is what they're going to do if they have control. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Now, if you'd like to stay around, make sure to click that little subscribe button down there, or you can show some love by going to the description below and clicking on the button titled Buy Me a Coffee. Leave a little something there, or click on the Cash App. Leave a little something here. Till the next time, peace.
I fell in love with the sunshine. I fell in love with the light. I fell in love with the full moon. I fell in love with the night. I can see the light again. I can see the light. You can see the life in him illuminate the night. I know the time is taking. A 3-6-5, that's a full rotation. I see you looking up. You know them constellations. Constantly gazing like house of praises. You get to praising.